Game here today. We got Linwood girls against let me see, Shoemaker, right?
Shark.
Yeah, Shoemaker.
And the shark was somewhere out of water.
Yeah.
Fish out of water. Is a shark a fish? I don't know. Mr. Ratteau in the house. Thrilled to be back at the elementary championships, James. Andy, it's a big day.
Yeah, huge day. I mean, a lot of great teams here, good competition, and today's a learning moment for a lot of kids. So
Lynn Woods wins the tip. Shoemaker wins the tip. Quick steal and a hoop by number 4, Ava Sadler.
Great speed there. She came in, anticipated the pass. Great steal there.
That's a hard thing to do at any age, basketball, let alone 5th grade.
I mean, I'm a junior in high school, and I still struggle reading passing lanes. So
shot down low, and that's a good basket for number 33, Grace O. That might be cut off. I'm not sure if her name's actually just O, but it's like Pele. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool nickname. Shot to Miss Grace with the rebound. Nope. Her teammate gets it, though. Andy, I know you touched on this earlier with Mr. Ratteau, but 2019 you played, right?
Yeah, 2018, 2019, I played both years. I think first year we got knocked out by Lynn Woods. That's when they had Marvin Avery.
Okay.
And then second year, I played my teammate Brandon Antoine, beat him by 30. I think I had like 20 that game, and then the next game we fell to Callahan.
A juggernaut, nice shot there. This is a high-scoring 4-4 game, 8:40 to play in the first quarter. It's 10 4-minute quarters. That was the Eddie Lewis juggernaut.
Yeah.
Because we lost to them in the championship. I was with Tracy that year.
Yeah, that's when they had Eddie Lewis, Cam Rucker, Deshaun Rucker, DJ.
And that's the fun thing. You can look 5-6 years later and be like, oh, these kids are dominating high school now.
Yeah.
You know who was on the Tracy team I coached? They were really good. I think they moved. The Weaver brothers, do you remember them?
Yeah.
They're another team that always seems to win, too.
Yeah.
Shoemaker, boys and girls combined, have won 22 championships.
Wow.
I know. So their boys didn't make it, but their girls did.
It's a fun little fact here for the Linwood girls. Tasley Gallo is the daughter of Lynn Tech legend Tony Gallo. 1,000-point scorer, yeah. Great player, and he's a great coach as well.
And just does so much for the community, too.
Yeah.
And, I mean, just kind of one of those people that makes the city what it is, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I've played under him. He's trained me before. He's definitely
right there.
He's definitely a hard-nosed guy, but, he teaches you well, and I've learned a lot from him, basketball-wise and, outside, yeah.
This young lady, 33 Grace O, has been on both sides of the ball fantastic. Just turned it over. It's 4-4, 7:30 left. Here comes a drive to, I think that's on the floor.
Yeah, they'll call that one on the floor.
But there's something special about this level for people like you, Andy, that went on to going on to Star in high school.
Yeah.
For those who never touch a basketball again. There's no other like.
Yeah.
There's no hockey team, there's no football team, 5th grade, a baseball team.
I feel like from the first game, a great example that the first game showed, it was an overtime game. Callahan girls came out with the win after being down 7. I think this tournament overall isn't really about winning and losing. It's about just learning things. Both teams went through adversity, and both teams fought through it. This is where you kind of learn. When you hit a wall, whether you're going to get back up or fall, and that's what I think a lot of kids learn here, because that's definitely what I did learn as well.
I thought it was interesting yesterday was the game. I'm coaching assistant boys again this year. Before we played, it was Harrington knocked out Hood, and one of the kids from Hood got fouled out of the game. Tough game. They lost by 6-7, and that's a violation. You can't press to the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. He was so distraught. He was punching and kicking the chair. But, I mean, like you said, it's that resilience. It's learning how to win, learning how to lose. I agree. This league does a lot for the players, the coaches, parents. And it's kind of fun that it's all teachers, right? So it's unique.
And it's great for the community. I mean, we see the support here. I mean, it's a pretty small gym, but we still have almost the entire bleachers packed. So, people definitely come here to support their local schools.
7 minutes left. We got a 4-4 game. Young lady Gallo, a great handle.
Yeah, right, great handle, left. Yeah. I think we know where she gets that from.
That's right. I'm guessing she had no choice but to learn to dribble with the left and the right.
Yeah.
Nice rebound there on the floor. Here comes Grace O down court, passes. Gets knocked away. That will be Lynn Wood's ball.
Lynn Woods has really been aggressive on the ball, you know,
Yes.
jumping in front of the pass, getting into the lanes. You know, fundamentally, this Lynn Woods team seems like they're a little bit more advanced for their age.
Set with the shot, misses. Rebound. I agree. The biggest at this level to me, it's defense. It's rebounding. It's can you convert your layups. I don't know if we can get it on camera. Mr. Bob Conlon, who's been a elementary coach forever, great community member, great teacher, great coach, great person. His beard right now, if we can get a camera look at that, his beard is, I haven't seen it look that good. I mean, that is his beard game is on.
I mean, it's perfectly groomed. Looks like he just got a haircut on it this week.
It does. Such a gentleman, Mr. Conlon, of the legendary Lynn Conlon family. Drive to the hoop, misses. Graco, another rebound. She's been fantastic. Andy, it sounds like the second quarter will be joined by league commissioner Sean Morris, who inherited the reins from his father. We're in year 47 of this league, of this tournament.
Wow, year 47.
By the way, under that hoop is the Lynn Woods mascot. I don't know what that is. It's the stuff of nightmares is what that is.
I think if you've seen that, I think if you've seen that in any other circumstance, it wouldn't be normal.
You'd want to run.
Yeah.
Move the other direction, right?
Yeah.
You hit the nail on the head, Andy. It is a defensive performance from Lynn Woods right now. They just got to get on the board.
Yeah.
Actually, the fourth foul there, so that's kind of important. It's just like high school, 5 fouls per quarter. I missed the old 1-and-1, the kind of strategy behind that, but it's 4-4 with 5 minutes to play in the opening quarter.
I mean, I don't really remember 1-and-1 because that was it was only my freshman year, and in middle school, I didn't really get to play that much, so I don't know. I'm more used to the
double.
I'm more used to that.
Drive by Gallo, miss, nice rebound. I just like that you could put a kid on the line that maybe didn't want to be there with the 1-on-1s.
Yeah.
Twos, it's a little tricky. I actually saw earlier this week, I saw South Community High from Worcester. Their best player, Gianna Estevez, excuse me, reminded me a lot of your teammate. Oh, nice take, Giovanni. She could do a little bit of everything. She could drive, she could shoot, she could defend, she could offensive rebound.
Having a player like Gio is vital for any team, you know, someone that's going to, you know, take over the game on both sides. You know, he's a great rebounder, great scorer, and he does a little bit of everything. Ball
movement up top for Shoemaker. Can I get tossed away? I'd be remiss not to mention the best basketball game I've seen all year in a long time. It's a kick ball. It'll be Shoemaker ball. I believe Shoemaker ball. Was and I'm sorry for St. Mary's fans if you want to block your ears, but it was the Spartan Classic.
Yeah.
And an undefeated St. Mary's team had home court against a Lynn Tech team that started slow.
Yeah.
Right? We started, 2-7?
1-7.
1-7.
Yeah.
And then went, 14-1 or something like that.
I think in that time span, I think we went 13-2, which is crazy to me. I never would have thought the season was gonna go either way. I didn't ever think we were gonna be that slow of a start, and I never thought we would be able to turn it around in that way either.
Missed free throw by Gallo. Interesting too. You pretty much played the same teams.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was the weaker part of the schedule when you got hot.
Yeah.
It was the exact same teams you lost to, including St. Mary's.
Yeah.
That was the Christmas tournament.
I mean, we definitely had them circled. I mean, when we knew that we had the chance to play them again in the Spartan Classic, I think we found out like a month before that we were on their side of the bracket. We knew we had to get that one back.
That was number 0, single 0, Angelise Tavares. Her smile, if this place lost power, could have lit up the gym. She was so happy to put that in. That was such a nice moment. Gallo on defense here. She gives the lead to Lynn Woods. It is 6-4. She comes up with a steal here. And Lynn Woods back down court. That was such a great game. And it's a downtown 3.
You know, for this age group, being able to pull up from that far, it's a difference maker.
Yes. It's the first personal for Lynn Woods.
Don't have the ball.
It is 6-4 Lynn Woods in red.
Kelly, pass it in.
I mean, the fact that Lynn Woods has been that aggressive on defense and that was their only foul just shows how disciplined that they've been on this side of the floor.
Absolutely.
Attack.
Like you said, it's been passing lanes.
Yeah.
A bit of a bump there, but
passing lanes, good ball pressure.
Yep.
You know, just making the making the offense uncomfortable.
Yes, making them do things they don't want to do. Right there, for instance. Gets a shot off, though, puts it up, no good.
Good look, though.
Yeah, Tavares in on that. She didn't get it. It looks like that's Gallo with the rebound. Gets off a jumper. Right to her teammate. Oh, tough bounce.
Rims out. Yeah, I will say I'm not a fan of these rims at all. I've played here before. I do not like it.
I can't believe this is the old Classical.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that. This is a pretty legendary gym that we're in. We had a couple state championship teams for Classical here. We had the all-time leading scorer at Classical play here, Calvin Johnson.
Wow.
He eclipsed 3,000 points in his high school career.
It's so interesting when you look at the gyms now, even when you see Coach Corey Bingham highlights at Tech, the old wooden floor, it looks ancient. This gym, compared to the new Classical, looks ancient.
Yeah, the surrounding area, a couple cities over.
Such a great home court advantage, too. And I know there were good games this year, but one that really resonates, sticks out in my mind, is the Georgetown game last year.
Yeah, that was
thinking of home court advantage.
Yeah, that was a great home game. I think every single bleacher was packed.
And I don't mean that. Oh, nice job by
nice
Tavares. Fantastic. I don't mean this in a bad way, because you guys were very good last year. But I don't know if we win that game at Georgetown. We win that game 5 out of 5 times at home, though.
Yeah.
Home court was, maybe we went on the road, but I actually think, and I'm as biased as they come when it comes to this stuff, right? But I actually think we beat Holland or Burke at home.
At home, yeah. I think so as well, too. You know, I don't really think that people can grasp the idea of how big home court advantage is. I mean, you know what your rims feel like. You know, I mean, we got there, I think, like 4 hours before the game. We had like 2 hours to, you know, try to get used to the rims before the game, and we still couldn't get it down. You know, you can't substitute 2 hours of shooting against 4 years of experience on a court.
Right.
So
the last 4 months, every day. Tavares actually hits that second one. I think it's a violation. No good.
No good.
It'll remain 6-4, 1:37 to play in the first quarter. Nice, we have the Shoemaker Shark cheerleaders along with their shark mascot.
I will say I've been helping commentate this game for a couple of years now, and Shoemaker always draws the best crowd games energy-wise.
Shoemaker, the guys that I've had, so I'm coaching with James Brooks. They knocked us out when we were at Tracy. Nice pass. Big hoop. Excellent pass. That was 21, Ava O'Brien. And what a fantastic pass. I'm going to get her number 2 and give her a shout out. 22, Kelly Recott with the pass. And like they say, a good pass leads to a good shot. And that's exactly what that was.
It was a great look, and she did a great job of converting as well.
6-6, offensive rebound for Lynn Woods. 45 seconds to play. Score is 6-6. Tavares, put that up, young lady. Steal. Breakaway opportunity for Kinsey Clancy. Nice defense.
Great hustle.
Coach is a little complaining here. Do I sound like that when I complain? Everybody's into it. I probably sound worse, but 20 seconds. Let's see if they can get something off here. They're going to get a shot off. No
Great look.
Offensive rebound. 10 seconds. Plenty of time, especially with Sadler bringing the ball down court. Oh, a nice steal by Clancy. She will not get a shot off. I don't think that's right.
With great uniforms, too.
Absolutely, yeah. And momentarily, you'll be hearing from the voice of Sean Morris, league director. Sean, we think you lead the league in championships won. Is that correct?
That's a great question.
Glad to have you on. Sean, congratulations. I mean, I know this is, talk about a wrench thrown into your plans.
Yeah.
A pipe burst at Thurgood Marshall, which has one of the nicest gyms in Lynn. We're moved, which is a funny backstory. Sean and I worked together at Cobbett. The principal at the time, Dr. Brian Fay, would always say, I'd love to have the tournament in the gym here.
Right.
And it really wasn't the best fit. Parking's tough.
Yes, it is.
And a dozen years later.
Here we are. Me and you.
Anthony Fry, too. He was talking
yeah.
about it, too. So the old Cobbett guys. But
Yes, sir.
Sean, welcome aboard.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys are seeing some good ones today.
Andy talking about his days playing, too.
Yep. I remember Andy Tracy. You went to Tracy, right?
Brickett.
Brickett.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know, it's great to see how much the tournament has progressed over these past, 6-7 years since I've been in the tournament. You know, I think the addition of, divisions really helped even out, the opponent and, kind of evening out the games. And, it's just been great to seeing that it's still, great for the youth playing basketball and keeping themselves in it, and learning things from it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Sean, you coached Lynn Woods last. I know these kids were probably in 3rd grade last. Nice shot there. Oh, just misses. But that same defensive mentality. I know the Lynn Woods, that's kind of what makes them, that's their heartbeat is their defense.
Yeah. So last year was my first year not coaching in 25. Obviously I miss it, but it's nice to kind of sit back and watch the team play.
And you're reffing too. You wear many hats when it comes to this league.
Yeah.
Organizing, overseeing, officiating, moving venues when pipes burst. I mean, but
Yeah, that was crazy.
how did you find? I call it the Cobbett Gym, but it's Fecto Leary, right?
Yeah. Fecto Leary, yeah. Cobbett plays their home games here, but it is the gym for Fecto Leary, the old classical.
Which I love, the paintings, whatever they are, on both sides.
Right. And those have been there for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, those are probably older than me, way older.
I would think so. Great point.
I think this gym is like it's gone through like a couple of changes because it was Fisher Community, Classical Gym, and now it's Fecto Leary Gym. So you could call this gym 3 different names.
Absolutely.
Nice offensive rebound by Katerini Grigoris. No good. Sean, talk about the coaches here. We got a good matchup. We have kind of an older and newer matchup here with Bob Conlon, who's been around the league for quite some time.
Yep, Bob Conlon, a 25-year veteran of coaching, coached many different teams. This is his 2nd year coaching the girls over at Lynn Woods. He's coached Connery, Callahan. I believe he coached Ford. And then you got Wesley Atkinson, his 1st year coaching, so there's a real contrast in that. But
making it look easy, making his finals in the 1st year.
Yeah. Not easy to do.
Anybody's game, 6-6, 7:30 to play. Breakaway for Gallo. She goes up, just misses.
Yeah, they're both getting the shots. They're just not dropping.
Yeah.
Andy did mention, and you can see it here, perfect example. The defensive intensity for Linwood's probably a step above Shoemaker, but Shoemaker's getting shots off too.
Yeah. I mean, defensively, you could just tell that Lynn Woods is a little bit fundamentally above their age group. They have great ball pressure. They're playing the lanes. So, but credit to Shoemaker that they're still getting their shots off.
Nice basket.
Sadler with a mini jumper, inside jumper. It is 8-6. Anybody's game, 6:50 to play in the 2nd quarter.
And that girl there made that shot, Ava Sadler, 4th grader.
Wow.
And Gallo, number 5, 4th grader. So.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Lynn Woods might have a bright future next year as well. You don't want to look ahead, obviously, but.
And what happened to them last year? They were in the finals, but Bob Conlon was sick, I think, right?
Yeah, he day of the tournament had strep throat. Was told by the doctors, "You are contagious. You may not be around anybody." So, yep. Unfortunately, he was. They didn't have it last year. They went to the final and then they lost to Aborn last year. Well, this is 4 straight trips to the finals for Lynn Woods.
Remarkable. And your two of your best players are 4th graders.
Yes, sir.
I like Gallo's shorts. They're basketball hoops and basketballs.
She lives and breathes.
It certainly seems that way. Nice. Clancy's kept this team in the game.
Absolutely. Yeah, she's a nice little player. Also a 4th grader.
Wow.
Yep. So you might see these teams again next year in a battle.
Andy and I were discussing briefly, Sean. So if you combine the girls and boys championships, Shoemaker is right near the top of that list.
If I had my phone on me,
I think they're 21. You said, and if they win today, it's 22.
Correct. So, and I believe the top is Ingalls.
Okay.
Ingalls has 24.
Nice free throw. Andy, that's a Coach Bingham special. You guys don't miss free throws. It's a nice free throw for Clancy. 8-7, 5:56 to play.
Yeah, I mean, he makes us shoot free throws until our arms basically fall off, so it's kind of hard not to miss them in the game.
But when Travis was at the line against, pick a team, St. Mary's, playoff game, when you're at the line, we knew you were going to hit your shots. So, yeah. Gallo drives right. Beats her defenders up.
Great take.
He's having a tough day at the rim for Gallo.
Yeah.
For sure.
I will say, though, these rims are not friendly if it's a bounce. If it's any type of contact on the rim, it's kind of hard to get that, lucky bounce.
And we're seeing that here. Sean, you'll answer this question for us. What is the Linwood's, I know the mascot, but what is their mascot in person supposed to be?
The guy over here, the wolf?
That's a wolf?
He's a wolf, yeah. The Linwood's wolf. He's a wolf. That's Timber. Timber the wolf.
That's frightening is what it is. Clancy with the pass.
Here's a
nice pass down low. Good block. That was Gallo. Both sides of the ball.
Now, what do you guys think about this? I asked this question yesterday. Who's going to win, a shark or a wolf, in a one-on-one battle?
Well, I think it would have to be in water, and I would go the shark.
I think you have to, right?
Yeah.
If it's on land, you got to go with a nice pass. Tough shot.
I mean, sharks could breathe on land, but they can't move.
Right.
So.
Right.
And wolves, I'm sure they would dispute this, but they have a reputation as being very sneaky. Tavares with a shot down low, down on rebound, puts it up. This is why the league's so much fun, Sean, amongst many reasons. A kid like Tavares,
yes,
fantastic. It's just fun to see these kids shine.
She grabbed 21 boards in their last game.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
The most I'd seen in quite some time.
If you're not following on Lynn Elementary Basketball on Facebook, Sean posts a recap each night. They get a little more detailed in the elimination rounds, usually a highlight from each team, the team that won and the team that lost. And it's something to look forward to if you're into these games. Gallo misses the first of two. It is 8-7. Lynn Woods with 4:25 to play. Sean, for a little background, your father ran this league before you.
He did.
How long did he run it?
So he started this league in the late 70s with a couple other guys.
He was a teacher then, or he was a principal then?
He was a teacher then.
Went on to become principal.
He did become the principal assistant school, and it was...
Violation?
He backed away from it, still coached for a long time, backed away from it, and Jack Audette was the long time commissioner. And then when he gave it up, my dad stepped back in, and I kind of became his assistant. And he did it for, I'd say, maybe about 6 or 7 years, and then I took it over about 15 years ago.
And a great crowd today at Fecto O'Leary Gymnasium.
Great crowd. Great crossover.
Gallo splits two defenders. We're going to try. We've had some Wi-Fi issues. We're going to try at halftime to change. We have another option for Wi-Fi. We're going to try at the half to see if we can get a little more. At the very least, you guys can see the game and watch.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice to get our audio lined up. We are working on it.
Now, I don't know if the camera could catch it, but Sadler, the shoes she's wearing, those are Jaylen Brown's brand new shoes.
We were saying that.
What a jump.
At the scores table.
Yeah.
He said, is she wearing the JBs? I said, I think she is. That's nice.
Sparkling and shining.
Yeah.
10-7 after that beautiful jumper, corner jumper. 3:15 to play in the first half. Lynn Woods turns the ball over. Sean, would you say any upsets so far? Not the Ford. Ford beat Druids
Ford beat Druids, but I mean, the Ford girls were the #1 seed, and they went down in overtime. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd call it a
upset.
An upset, but I think you would have said Ford might have been favored, but they played Callie, and Callie was the 2 seed, both undefeated in pool play, so we knew it was going to be a good one. How about the Suburbi from Ford? Back-to-back nights, puts up 35 and 36.
Unbelievable. We're offline. This would be a good chance. Can we try to switch to Sean can do it too. Can you switch Wi-Fi? Nice jumper. No, shame we missed that. See if you can find LPS staff. Yeah, 2 up. Yeah, try that. It's capital L, lowercase y-n-n, capital S, schools, CHOOLS, 08. See if that gives us a little bit of life. I mean, in theory,
we're still going on the
oh, great.
So, yeah, you can keep going on that.
For Gallo with a great take to the hoop. Lynn Schools 08. Plural on schools. Sadler with the jumper.
Good look.
12-7. Lynn Woods, 1:50 to play.
Impressive what Shoemaker has done gotten to this point, is they have a very short bench.
Yes.
Only 8 players on the roster. So, you know, everyone's working, getting a lot of minutes.
In some ways helps, in some ways hurts, right?
Absolutely. A big gym too, though. You know, bigger than definitely they're used to.
Absolutely.
Certainly than Lynn Woods is used to. Lynn Woods has one of the smallest gyms in the city.
Shoemaker, not much bigger. Turnover there for Shoemaker. Down 5 on defense here. Lynn Woods ball. We can work on that 80 at halftime too.
All right.
Jumper by Gallo, no good.
I mean, it was like I was saying before. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get much of a bounce on these rims.
Yeah. Defensive intensity from Sadler. Sean, can you hang around for one more quarter at least?
Yeah, I can swing back in after the half.
Thank you. 25 seconds left. Clock is running, 20 seconds left. Lynn Woods ball. Coach Bob Conlon wants the clock to stop. The scores table tells him no. 10 seconds to play, plenty of time for Gallo. Takes a 3, Andy.
Great look.
Out of bounds. Clock's gonna
run out.
That is the half. 12-7, Lynn Woods in control. Shoemaker, though, one run to the third quarter. 20 minutes of basketball left. Lynn Woods with a 12-7 lead. Had some standout performances from Ava Sadler, Tasli Gallo, and Angelise Tavares against a very tough Shoemaker team who's been led by Kenzie Clancy, Kelly Ricott, and Grace O. Anybody's game, but a bit of an advantage goes to...
This thing is a 10-second delay from the thing in your talking.
So we're still dealing with some Wi-Fi issues. The Wi-Fi is slow.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to try to switch servers. I can't connect to the Lynn School, Sean. Great take there by Gal. Looked like a tough fall, but she's up on her feet. And smiling, thankfully. She'll go to the line for 2. Lynn Woods up, 12-7. Looking to extend their lead with 9:42 to play in the third quarter. Gallo misses her first free throw. She'll look to make the second of 2. And that she does. 13-7, it's our biggest lead of the game for Lynn Woods. Biggest lead of the game in general.
Other side, other side.
Here comes Clancy down court, dribbling with her right. Sadler looking for a steal. Gallo pressuring the ball. Nearly a steal. So we've lost the Wi-Fi right now, but we have our camera rolling and recording, which will be posted as well. Again, 13-7, 9 minutes to play in the third quarter. Clancy drives. Looks like that's batted away off her. It'll be Lynn Wood's ball. 8:45 to play.
I'll be back.
We are working on getting the live stream back up. In the meantime, we have Sean Morris back on headset. Sean, I'm really impressed by Lynn Woods.
Yeah, they had a nice year. Their only loss is to the team they're playing right now.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Not in pool play, though.
In pool play, yes.
In pool play.
Yep. Lynn Woods went 1-1 in pool play. I believe they did beat Shoemaker during the regular season at Shoemaker. But it was a close one, I heard.
Jump ball down low. And this is I know it really is pertinent in February and March, but this is a year-round process, finding sponsors.
Absolutely.
This is a year-round passion for you, really.
Yeah, I always say, people say, when do you start planning for next year? And I say, the day after we end the last one. So
I believe it.
We'll have the All-Star game next Saturday, and then it's right back to work.
Tavares, good idea with the pass. Goes astray. It's 13-7, 7:30 to play. Working on getting the Wi-Fi back. I know this video will be posted too on YouTube at a later date.
Okay, great.
Good ball move by Shoemaker. Gallo almost with the steal. Backcourt violation. She disrupts the offensive flow.
She didn't get the steal, but she caused that turnover.
Yeah. Even when she's not scoring, she's making such an impact.
Yes.
Pass down low.
And I don't know if you remember.
Timeout. I don't think we're giving out rings this year.
No,
I don't think.
No rings this year. That's nice though. I think even in the NBA they don't give out rings.
The live stream is back. I'm Justin Barrasso, joined by League Director, League Commissioner Sean Morris. Andy Batista working hard to find us a hardwire connection. He'll be back momentarily. Jump shot for Lynn Woods, no good. It is 13-7. It's the biggest lead of the game right now, a 6-point lead for Lynn Woods. Shoemaker just narrowly avoids a turnover there.
I think they got called for the backcourt defense there.
Yeah. I say this more with hockey, Sean, maybe sometimes with the NFL. There's always the iconic jerseys. You'll recognize the Bruins and the Maple Leafs.
Yep.
Lynn Woods, for us, Lynn Woods and Shoemaker, the tie-dye and the red, to me it kind of sticks out
absolutely,
in this league.
Lynn Woods the only team that wears red in the city. So you always know when they walk in that it's always Lynn Woods, and I love the tie-dye as well.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Coach here, Wesley Atkinson, he makes the shirts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Missed free throw for that's the wrong situation.
They just shot that. They shot the technical. So
yeah. It is blue ball.
Blue ball.
(13-7), 6:30 to play. Coach Conlon almost pulled one off there, but welcome back to Andy Batista. Andy, biggest lead of the game right now, 6 points. Feels like a big gap.
It feels like a big gap, but I feel like, especially after we saw the first game, Lynn Woods can't get comfortable yet with a 6-point lead.
That take by Gallo was phenomenal.
He played through the contact there, too.
Yeah, strong drive.
Yeah.
Probably got fouled, didn't stop her, didn't deter. 15-7, 6:10 to play. Biggest lead of the day so far for Lynn Woods, up by 8. And could pull away with another hoop or two.
Yeah, and this is where you can't take your foot off the gas.
Don't have to remind her just what a fake, Gallo.
Wow.
All facets.
5:50 to play. Now the biggest lead in the game, 17-7. Lynn Woods ahead by 10.
It's a big run.
Andy,
They went to a tiebreaker.
Andy mentioned how the league was set up different with the two divisions when he played and then the champions who play each other. With the current setup, sometimes I think you're better off finishing third.
Yeah.
Because you just get that extra rep against the 6 seed.
Yep. Well, if you look at this
Another steal. Here
the
comes
championship
Gallo.
schedule for today.
Good block. Oh, but they're going to lose it. It stays Lynn Woods ball, 5:38, up 17-7.
All the 1 seeds advance, but only two seeds. So 4 3 seeds today, including Lynn Woods.
I know coaching the Sisson boys, we finished third. I'm not going to say it's why we won yesterday. We fought a really tough Ingles team, well coached, well played. But I do think it was an advantage, shot down low. I do think it was an advantage to play last Saturday in the first round.
Yep.
I know you're taking a chance because you could lose and get eliminated.
Of course.
But just the extra game on a different court, like you said, a bigger court, with the nerves of playing in a big gym. I think there are some advantages to that.
I was watching you guys practice this week at Tech. You guys look like you had some pretty good sets. Looks like you guys are getting well prepared for today.
It was so much. So Sean, we had there was a school play at Pickering.
Oh, okay.
And there's no more auditorium. They use the gym. So
Right.
we lost the gym the week of the semifinals, right? So we got permission to practice Wednesday and Thursday at Lynn Tech.
That's great.
And it was so fun to see the 5th graders beside kids like you.
Yeah.
In high school. They look so tiny, so it was so
Yeah.
funny. And Dylan Nordyke, who is a catcher for the baseball team, Colin Newhall and Chris Boyd all helped out at the practice with James Brooks and I. And we had a blast.
And if I'm not mistaken, one of your current pro players is the little brother of Ethan Prum, the
Nice
football
shot.
player from last year.
Adrian, yeah.
Yeah, Adrian. Yeah.
Hit a big basket yesterday for us in the corner. We won by 2,
Yeah.
so everything mattered.
I seen him on Wednesday, and just seeing his face, I already knew who he was related to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Traveling violation. 3:50 to play, 17-7 lead. Sean, you've been on both sides of this. If you're Shoemaker, what are you looking to do?
Just get to the basket. That's it. Just get to the basket. Try not to have some careless turnovers. You got to score.
And this next basket is huge because if you fall down by more than 10, the clock's running. So then not only are you fighting your opponent, you're fighting the clock.
100% correct.
So a big basket here for the Sharks, big possession here for the Sharks if they can get a hoop here, cut it to 8. Even get like you said, go to the hoop, get fouled, cut it to 9 with a free throw.
Right.
You can't fall down by more than 10.
And a lot of that is, just get some momentum.
Sadly, great steal. Goes up, no good. Gallo the rebound.
Great job of trailing behind her to get the rebound.
I agree.
I feel like that's the difference between Gallo and the rest of the players in her age group is that she kind of has that advantage IQ-wise of knowing where to position herself on defense and offensively.
Which kids in high school don't always have that.
Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about before, she planes the lanes well, and I'm a junior in high school, and I still struggle to do that. So.
And it is you're coming up the rims. What a rebound and finish.
Great rebound.
Let's see if we get a number there. Number 11, I believe that's
Giselle Marshall.
Giselle Marshall.
Yes.
Big hoop. Do you ever in class, Sean?
I do. Yeah. Yep.
Look of intensity on her face.
Yeah.
Great hoop.
Great kid. Great kid.
Would have been a big basket. Grace O the rebound.
Yeah, great rebound there.
Sean, we're calling her Grace O. Is that correct?
That was what was put on the
Okay.
on the thing.
Grace with the big rebound there. She's been fantastic for Lynn Woods.
Great pump fake.
Shuffled the feet, unfortunately. Yeah.
Moved a little bit on it, but it was a good idea.
Based on enrollment.
Another common connection. That exactly for people who ask why are you in Division 1, 2, 3, doesn't mean the schools are better, just bigger.
Yeah.
Size.
Yes.
Speaking of old Sadler travels there, may have been contact, but 19-7 lead, 1:30 to play. The coach from Ford, help me out with her name.
Felxie Cody.
Her husband was with us at Cobbett too.
Yes.
Scott,
Yep.
right? Who very often helps out with coaching as well.
Yep, and I worked with Belksy years ago too at Hood School.
Congrats.
My father was her teacher at the Lincoln Thompson
Wow.
School. Yep.
Congrats to her. Back-to-back titles.
Yes.
I'm not sure I've seen a single individual put on a scoring display like the young man Jeremiah did for Ford.
Yeah.
In back-to-back games, it was amazing. In both games, really
The ball fake pass.
showcased. I mean, he was an all-star last year.
So we had, what, over 60 points in 2 games?
Yep.
I've been around
71.
Jeremiah and his dad for a couple of years. He's a great kid.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. He is a really, really great kid.
Yeah. He's a great athlete, but as a kid, he's not. You wouldn't think he's like the best player on the court. He's humble about it. He doesn't talk or anything. He just, he plays his game and he lets his game talk.
Andy, it sounds like he'd fit in quite well with the Lynn Tech basketball team.
Yeah.
Someday. Yeah. You'll be an old man by then.
Oh yeah, I'll be long gone by then.
Great take. What a big
Great
basket.
take.
The hoop in the harm, yeah, that was nice move to the basket.
19-9, 12 seconds to play.
I believe that's Aubriella Dunn.
And a big hoop for Aubriella. She's added a spark this quarter. Just hasn't been able to put the ball in the hoop.
Yeah.
She did there.
It's a good momentum stopper for Shoemaker. Put themselves within 10. Going into the fourth, we've seen last game that anything could happen here. With a big fourth quarter coming, unless Lynn Woods keeps their foot on the pedal, Shoemaker isn't out of this game yet.
Nice free throw. Just got a tough bounce. Big offensive rebound. Yeah. Can they get another shot off? Sean, before we go to the break, I got a question for you too.
Sure.
And that's going to do it for the third. Sean, it's a 10-point game. So what does that mean for the fourth? Does the clock run or does it have to be more than 10?
More than 10.
Been done before?
2 times. Washington did it many years ago when Freddie Hogan Jr. was there. And there was somebody else too. Yeah, as well. And another team too. It may have, and I can't remember exactly who.
I'm going to say it again. The Lynn Elementary Basketball Facebook page has all these stats and info. It's a joy to watch. If you played in the league, if you're at all connected to it with your students or friends, it's a fun little enhancement to everything you see on the court.
I was looking at it the other day. I had a record for a couple of years, and then actually, fun fact, Coach CB's son broke my scoring record at my school. Yeah,
last year.
Yeah, last year. Yeah.
To me, there's always a game on Championship Saturday that sticks out. That was it last year. Cobbett beat. Why can't I remember who they beat? Nice shot by Grace. Puts it off the glass and in. 19-11, 9:20 to play. Sean, that was Cobbett beat who in the D3 championship last year?
No,
Fallon.
No, it was Fallon Brickett.
Brickett, excuse me, not Cobbett.
Yeah, Brickett.
Yes, Brickett.
Fallon Brickett. Yeah, that was a unbelievably great game. Yes.
And the 2 best players were, like you said, CB, Corey Bingham Jr.
Yeah.
And the big
Big Ben.
Big
yes.
Ben, yeah.
Big Ben.
And
absolutely.
In terms of size, they couldn't have been more different, but they were both so fantastic amazing on the floor. It's a great game.
I think CJ finished that game close with 30 points.
And he beat your record.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I think it was I was looking at it the other day. I think I was at 22. I think he finished with like 28, 29.
Knocked you down.
Something like that. Yeah, he knocked me down the list.
Out of the top 10 or something like that. Yeah.
Foul on 0-0 from Lynn Woods, Sophia Bray. Good defense, though. Don't want to give up an easy layup. She was smart there to commit the foul. Grace goes to the line. Down 19-11, down 8 with 8:41 to play.
I mean, although they're down 8, the momentum is slowly starting to shift a little bit for Shoemaker.
That's what I say. You have plenty of time.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about every possession. You don't have to score on every possession, but play tough defense and
convert your layups.
Yep.
Hit those free throws. She's gonna hit this second one.
Great make.
She might have ran in there. I thought.
Yeah.
The momentum did carry her, I suppose. Maybe I'd have a different opinion if I was coaching against her, but 19-12. 7-point game, 8:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. Clock is running, 8:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Traveling violation.
And that'll be another stop for Shoemaker. So far, Lynn Woods is scoreless here in this fourth quarter in the first 2 minutes.
You're right. It's a quick 5-0 run.
Yeah. Great anticipation right there.
Well, that's the nice thing of your Lynn Woods. You're up by 7:50 to play, and you know you're a very strong defensive team. So,
yeah, Bria plays great defense off the bench.
Ooh, up ahead there.
Yeah, she's using her head.
Great ball pressure here.
Open shot, puts it up. Oh, it looked good.
That would have been a big basket.
Yeah.
Big basket. A lot of momentum behind that basket. Sometimes 2 points makes.
Well, would have cut the lead to 5, and there's enough time where it's 7:20. Yeah, you're right. A hoop here. Cutting this from 7 to 5 is key.
Yeah.
Can they get this down to a one-possession game? Lynn Woods with the ball. Gallo with a fantastic defensive stop. Extra step there.
One extra, yeah.
Nevertheless, Andy, plays like that, score or not, it's disrupting Lynn Woods.
Yeah.
Because if you have the ball, they don't.
Yeah. I mean, Shoemaker, got to give him credit here. They've been fighting to get back into this game. Lynn Woods, just hasn't been able to knock down the shots to completely put out the game.
Double dribble, but I think they saw the opening there. Once you get past those 2 guards up top, you got to find a way to get down. Easy for us to say over here. But you got to find a way to get the ball down low.
And that's one thing. Lynn Woods is playing great defense, but once you get past those first 2 guards, if you swing the ball around, you can still get an open shot like they were getting in the first quarter. Great pass down low.
Gonna get fouled. And this is the benefit of being down less than 10 or less than double digits.
Yep.
Clock stops.
Yeah, because if you're down 11 here, that's gonna be 30, 40 seconds could end up coming off the clock.
Maybe more, Sean.
Depends. Setting up for these free throws.
Angelise Tavares at the line for 2. Sean, talk about Angelise.
Yeah, so as I said last game, she had 21 boards.
Wow.
She's a 5th grader. Played last year. She is actually the cousin of Miss Sadler, number 4.
Family affair for Lynn Woods. Just misses that second one. Andy's words about these rims ringing in my head.
Yeah.
Good steal there by Gallo, who was in the double digits for steals. She gets clobbered down low on the floor. 5:55 to play. You're watching the clock. Both teams, it's 19-12. 5:50 to play.
During the season past couple of years when they were fixing up the gym and all that stuff, practicing here, the big disadvantage of this court is 1, there's a lot of dead spots on the ground, and 2, there's no shooter's bounce on the rim. So it's either a good make or you're just going to get unlucky.
Yeah, you almost have to get in the spot.
Yeah.
So we played yesterday. The winning hoop was by Kingston Spain. He got in the spot where he was on the block and he knocked it off the backboard. You don't want to touch these rims.
No, you don't want it's either straight off the backboard or straight through the net. There's not really much of a shooter's bounce here.
Which honestly makes it even more amazing.
Yeah.
That Suburbi can score 70.
Right, in 2 nights, in back-to-back nights.
It's easier when they don't use the rim.
Right.
Yeah.
Swish him right off the backboard. He has a great finish at the rim.
Still playing that 5 minutes to play. Lynn Woods gonna lose it there. Nice steal by Tavares. Sadler jumper, no good. Rebound, Lynn Woods. Sean, no rematches from last year, do we? There's a foul there.
Yeah.
3 team fouls apiece. We get the 5, it'll be double bonus. Or the bonus. Some repeat teams, obviously.
Right.
The Callahan girls back-to-back champions. The Ford boys back-to-back champions.
Yep. Aborn won this one last year, so we're not going to have a repeat there.
We'll have a new, we'll have a new Division III champion because Brickett isn't there.
Correct.
The next game is Lincoln Thompson.
Lincoln Thompson, and right. And neither of them were in the final last year either way.
So we'll have a new champion there.
Yeah.
Then we see the Sisson girl. Nice job down low by Navarre. Oh, just misses. Then we see the Sisson girls who are back.
Yep.
We championed them in the D2 championship last year.
Yep.
And they play Hood.
I believe this might be their third straight trip to the finals as well.
Sisson?
I'm pretty sure.
I take it 100%. It was Bob Conlon the first year, and then Julie last year. Julie championing. Yes,
yep.
3 in a row.
Right. So it's actually Bob Conlon's third straight trip to the finals.
Great point.
Linwood's.
Great point. Well, the third time for both
years.
schools be a charm, or both coaches.
Yeah.
And then we end the day with the Sisson boys against the Harrington boys.
Yep. I think we're going to see some excitement when we hit 2 minutes.
3 minutes to play. 7-point lead, 19-12. 3 minutes to play. Linwood's down. They have the ball. Just tough to break these this wall of defenders.
Good idea.
And I don't know who did it, but we look to be in a better place with the Wi-Fi. So thank you to those working so hard. Shot and score.
Great bucket there for Shoemaker. They needed that one.
Yes, they did.
It's at Ava O'Brien with a huge hoop. 19-14, 2:25 to play. Gallo with the drive, misses. Look good, but misses. Jump ball with 2:20 to play.
Tavares did not sit long.
Grace. Lock in. We're on defense. Grace.
Probably won't be able to press here, but from this point forward, they will.
Get there. Grace the tall girl.
Well, it stays here anyways. Nice job by the coach putting a
Ava, get there. Fight.
post player on the inbound pass.
The
Fight
timeout
for
there.
that ball, Ava.
1:57 to play.
Yeah, it's a great
Coach Conlon,
timeout.
fouls. You don't want to put anybody on the line.
So this is Coach Conlon's third straight year in the finals, but it'll be his. Looking for his first of those 3. It'll be a big win. Gallo, big jumper.
Great shot.
Huge basket. Great timeout. Great game plan coming out of that timeout. Now they're in the press.
21-14. Quick
Gallo
steal
again.
jumper.
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably iced it with that. Fantastic play.
Yep.
1:30 to play. 23-14. 1:35, excuse me.
I'm going to bow out here, guys.
Sean Morse,
It was a
thank you.
pleasure.
Will
It was a
we
pleasure.
hear you again on the headset?
Yeah, I think you will.
All
I
right.
might have to jump into your game, Mr. Barroso. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Sean Morris, lead commissioner, Lynn School's teacher, wonderful person, pillar of the community. Another three steals in a row from, oh my gosh, what a take that was.
Wow. Tazzy Gallo taking over the game here.
That was the cherry on top right
Yep.
there. This was a 5-point game a moment ago.
And
It's
a
not
quick
anymore.
6-0 run makes it an 11-point game. And it looks like Lynn Woods will be taking home the trophy tonight. But got to give credit to Shoemaker. They played a great game. But, you know, you just can't deny the fact that Lynn Woods' defense was a little bit too much for them tonight.
The whole night. I
Yeah,
agree.
the whole
day.
night,
Yep,
yeah.
Yep. Start to finish. Sadler was fantastic. Tavares down low. They had a real nice team effort.
Tavares did a great job down low as well.
A quick 8-0 burst for the Lynn Woods Wolves. 44 seconds to play. Shoemaker calls time. They're going to see if they can figure something out in the last few seconds here. Andy, I can't think of.
Yeah.
So contrast of emotions. 27-14. Lynn Woods on defense. They're ahead. 40 seconds to play. They're about to put away Lynn Woods to win this championship game. And
Sadler with a great steal.
another steal. 3-on-1. See if she can find Gallo. Travel. But the clock's going to run, and the story has been the Lynn Woods defense a little too much.
Yeah.
Credit to both teams. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to the Linwoods Wolves. 27-14. They are the new champions.